All right, good evening, Overwatch fans, and welcome to Season 2, Week 3 of the Phi Mu Alpha Overwatch League. I am Patty Shep, joined in the booth today by Macho Man, and we've got Max Michaels on cams. So, thank you all for joining us here. We have got ours in the chat. We are starting up our game between Guardians of the Gritty and Dallas Dojo right now.
I'm excited to see this. We watched Guardians of the Gritty yesterday, and Dallas Dojo, those are most of my friends, so we'll see. I'm ready to see the tank matchup between the names Wolf and Iron Brew. Should be a classic matchup here.
Yeah, coming in with the lineups for Guardians of the Gritty, we've got the names Wolf on Tank, Trumpet Jesus, and Juice on DPS, and Flatbed Fred and Bangin' My Drums rounding out for the supports. Over on Dallas Dojo, we've got Iron Brew on the tank, Dylan and Heroic on DPS, Gerbil of War and Arrow on the support line.
It'd be fun. I actually learned Heroic playing the Torb. His favorite sandwich is a peanut butter and banana sandwich, but he eats it out of a hot dog bun and doesn't cut the banana. Little odd, but that's what we got here. We did some interviews before the match. We're prepared with facts about everybody.
That is a fact I, in fact, did not know. As the spawn doors are opening here, it looks like we're going to have Iron Brew on the Orisa, Names Wolf on the Rhine. And it looks like Guardians of the Gritty are going to teleport right onto point so they can get that sim turret set up. And Dallas Dojo's taking their place on the outside, looking for an entryway onto that point. But they are swinging and using that pillar in the middle very well for some defense. They're poking and looking for a way in. They're contesting the point. No picks yet. We just got a lot of shooting back and forth. Leaf goes onto the Reaper. Oh, Names Wolf charges in, but is now caught out. And, down goes Heroic. Juice with two big picks. And it looks like Guardians of the Gritty are going to be able to take up that first fight and maintain possession of the point.
It's interesting to see we have similar kind of lineups here. Especially we've got two Lucios. We've got Juice playing a flanker, Heroic playing a flanker. It'll be interesting to see how we contest this point. But I'm ready for man versus horse. That's what I'm here for.
Indeed, big shield versus big spear, and it looks like Iron Brew's gonna go around the backside. It looks like Dallas Dojo is looking for a flank, but it looks like Juice has the no dice on the high noon there.
Juice did not have the juice there.
They're again just looking for an entryway into this point, which is just being locked down with the sim turrets and the Ryan just hanging that shield up in front of them, and they're able to push in and get some kills when they make their move, and that's a clean wipe for Guardians of the Gritty. Man,
that was our first Charmin team wipe of the game, but man, that Ryan looks like he just got the best of him there. It'll be interesting to see if we're gonna see any swaps here. I think they have to play something a little more brawly, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see as we see the Earth Shatter coming up for Names Wolf. They've also got the barrier from Symmetra. There it goes, and they are running out. It's answered by the beat from Arrow. Well timed, but Iron Brew is still going to go down to the charge from Rhine. Dylan comes in with the visor, but he's going to be shielded off by Rhine and the Sim ult. And Names Wolf gets one more pick onto Heroic with the charge, but he is being zoned off of point by Gerbil of War with the Coalescence. Everyone's pressing Q.
Huge Coalescence there by Gerbil of War. But is it enough?
Really able to stabilize that team, and they're able to retake control of the point, and just in time because Guardians of the Gritty are up to almost 90%.
And I don't know, we've got Nano, we've got High Noon. I mean, we've got some game winners. We've got Beat, sorry, not High Noon over there. So we've got some game-winning ults here. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do, if they push hard with it, or if they play a little passive.
And on the other side, we've got a Terra Surge and a Death Blossom coming up soon. We'll see if they're able to get some value with those and hold this point for a little bit longer. Another High Noon comes out from Juice, and he's able to get Arrow. Here comes the Terra Surge, but Iron Brew goes down immediately as Bangin' My Drums hits the beat, and they're going to rush onto this point and wipe them out. Wow, just dominance on that fight from Guardians of the Gritty. Really good ult usage, and they're able to really capitalize off their positioning there.
but Iron Brew has brought out the ball, and that, as we know, is his speciality this season.
Spin to win. I am not too proud to say I've spun to one a few times. Oh, there goes the Death Blossom on point. Not able to get anyone, but they are going to get some picks from Iron Brew coming through there. Maybe it is spin to win. I don't know. It looks like they might be able to recap here as they're forcing Names Wolf off point. Lucio's going to speed around. As Dylan comes around and is able to knock that Lucio down, and Ryan's going to dip into the drink and say, I'll see you next fight.
He's sleeping with the fishes there. That was your Tony Pajamas sleeping with the fishes moment there.
Anyway, we'll see how Dallas Dojo sets up on defense for this with the Iron Brew on the ball. It's a lot harder to hold that space than with the Orisa.
I think he's just going to spin around the point and do exactly what he did last time. Somehow it worked for him.
Fix it, right?
Yep.
You see Names Wolf making his way onto point. He does have a shatter up, so he might be looking for an entry to use that, but he ends up pinning out and trying to pin Iron Brew into the flank. They are able to take him out, and Arrow wins the Lucio duel against Banging My Drums. Here comes the shatter. Ooh, nicely answered by a beat from Arrow. Gerbil of War also popping Coalescence. Able to take out Flatbed Fred. Names Wolf goes down, followed by Gerbil of War, and Arrow is able to get the melee kill on Trumpet Jesus. It looks like in a comeback victory, the Dallas Dojo are going to be able to hold on to the point for map number 1.
Play ball, win game. That looks to be the strategy over there from Iron Brew. And I mean, again, if it's broke, don't fix it. I think that's the only tank that he should be playing from now on. Only ball.
Well, we'll see if he decides to stick with it here on our second map. We don't have as much of a pillar on this one, but we do have some fun doorways and windows to play with. So see if he gets creative and sticks on the ball here. So far, that is what he is hovering.
That'll be interesting. It's between that, and I think the difference there was just Coalescence coming out. Both times, the Names Wolf went down to Coalescence, so that looks to be their game-winning ult right there. So
it is a pretty powerful ult, and Gerbil of War is making sure to get plenty of value from it. We see Iron Brews out there early, and they're going to set up in the neutral area out in front of the point, while the rest of Guardians of the Gritty simply teleport onto point and say,
the car wash is set up here.
We see Dallas Dojo coming in, trying to pressure from the front while Iron Brew flanks from the back, but it looks like the picks are going to Guardians of the Gritty. Flatbed Fred is dueling the Iron Brew on the ball, but does end up getting squashed. That's a tough one.
He's so low, but he gets away.
And it looks like Guardians of the Gritty are going to be able to come away with the cap as Iron Brew is shoved off point, but he does come back and quickly gets a pick onto Banging My Drums. Names Wolf comes back to try to protect his backline, but Iron Brew is back there with him. Heroic is able to hit 2 great headshots to clean up the backline, and that will be point cap for Dallas Dojo.
Oh, and down goes Baby. Just falling off the map. Yes.
Yeah, usually a better move to jump off than try to get your mech back and end up staggered much more than you already are.
For me, that always reminds me of Super Smash Brothers. Whenever you don't give them the satisfaction of killing you, you just say, "I'm jumping off the ledge."
Yeah, you're denying ult charge. Yeah, it's all tactical. It's all tactical.
Iron Brew here, great minds.
Pops it right in the door, and it looks like they're going to be able to walk away relatively unscathed. But Iron Brew does come in and slams down and gets juice. Dylan is able to follow up on Banging My Drums on the Kiriko. It looks like that switch is coming out. And they are going to be able to wrap up this fight before they even get to point out in the neutral.
And there goes, wow, there goes Diva again. Iron Brew, it's only ball. I think everyone should subscribe to ironbrewsonlyballs.com. Because that's all he's got to play. And it looks like they've all found their comfort picks here. We've got Dylan rocking the soldier, Heroics getting headshots left and right. They've figured it out.
Yeah, they're looking very good, but they do have a lot of ults to contest with. We see the High Noon coming out from Juice as Dallas Dojo hides for cover to make sure he can't get anything from that. They're going to rush in. They've got 3 more ults to play with if they want to on this fight. There comes out the Symmetra wall they're going to play, and as Names Wolf gets the kill on Gerbil of War and Heroic, Dylan answers back with a pick onto Juice. They're still holding the point very well, Guardians of the Gritty, except for here comes Iron Brew with the mines, and he will take out Flatbed Fred, as Names Wolf gets nanoed and heads in there to clean up the rest of them. So that was a valiant effort on the mines, but it was only able to get one and does not end up securing the point. Juice is going to clean up at the end of that fight as Guardians of the Gritty start ticking up their percentage.
That was a great stagger there on Gerbil of War. It was a good pick to get, but he does come back with a Coalescence, so we'll see if that has any bearing on what's going on. Iron Brew playing Zarya.
Yeah, switch onto Zarya to try to counter that D.Va. You cannot D-Matrix the beam, so good luck, Names Wolf. We see his Iron Brew is just chasing after him, really trying to make him use and give up space, use his D-Matrix to block any other incoming damage, and just really push him back. Here comes the Coalescence, but it's walled off immediately, so is the High Noon. They're not able to get much off of that. Here comes the Kitsune Rush from banging my drums. They're able to get some picks. Flatbed Fred has answered on the Moira and takes out Gerbil of War. Juice takes out Arrow, and Names Wolf is able to finish it off by killing Heroic on the Cassidy.
A huge switch by Trumpet Jesus playing the Mei. That was one of the best walls I've seen so far in League play.
That was, in fact, a massive wall. Play of the game might be right there, just that wall from Trumpet Jesus. Blocked both the Coalescence and the High Noon, neutralizing 2 ults with 1 stone. Press E, baby.
Alright, but here we go. Let's see if they've got one more valiant fight left in them.
Looks like they're coming in from multiple angles as we got the Moira coming around the back as Zarya fights from the front, but the Mei ult comes out to freeze them in place to stop them from touching. Arrow does manage to get on to proc overtime. Gerbil of War is now trying to attack the back, but Flatbed Fred's got the Coalescence, and Juice has the High Noon, and the Names Wolf has the bomb, and that will be the game.
That's all I can say is wow. I mean, both times it was 100, we had 90s. This is going to be tight the whole way through. I know it's way too early to predict it, but I'm thinking it's going to be 5 games. Now it looks like Heroic is calling out the spectators for their BM. I don't see any BM. All I see is Black Megawatt saying that the casting is A1, and that's pretty exciting. And Jayhawk 280 saying let's go Dojo. Let's see if we got who do we have in the chat? Let's see who are we picking to win game 3? Are we looking Guardians of the Gritty or Dallas Dojo? Chat, let us know.
As we come out here, it looks like Names Wolf has gone back to the Reinhardt. And he is going to be able to capitalize off an early pick from Trumpet Jesus into Gerbil of War. And they're able to take out Heroic's turret. The Torb is... Oh gosh, they made a lot of changes to their combo. I'm having to recombobulate myself. So we see Trumpet Jesus on the Junkrat, Heroic on the Torb now as Juice is able to take out Iron Brew with a headshot from Cassidy. It looks like we are still having the Moira match on support with Guardians of the Gritty deciding to go with the Kiriko and Dallas Dojo going with the Ana. So we'll see how that matchup plays out as well as Iron Brew comes around from the top and gets a little boop onto everybody, but it doesn't look like they're quite ready to engage yet. But Iron Brew does get a pick, so maybe they will walk in as Heroic is taken out by Trumpet Jesus' Junkrat trap. Oh, very unfortunate.
There we go, Gerbil of War getting 2 picks right there with that dirty ball. Hey.
Looks like he's going to spin around the point, and we'll see if he's able to get him off there. Oh, he does take out the Names Wolf. He's going to be able to hold on to this point, but Flatbed Fred is just stalling for percentage. He's saying, no, get me to 50, get me to 50. Banging My Drums has now joined him, and Juice is able to put in some DPS. They might be able to stabilize here.
And here comes the Names Wolf, and he does have Shatter, so they might be able to keep it here.
Always, he slept right before he's able to get the Shatter off, and they're able to get the picks to follow up on it, and that means they're not going to get that point back. Dallas Dojo now pressing with advantage on the point. They're able to pick off Trumpet Jesus and get a nice stagger kill there.
And there goes Ryan. Down, down, down. A great ball play by Iron Brew. You don't want to get stuck right there on that ledge facing Iron Brew. That's just... It's just tough, tough, tough. And then we're about to see the mines here. I'm wondering if he throws them right, and there it is.
You
there
called it.
It is.
Threw it right away, and we see the Torbjorn Molten Core coming out too. They just don't even want him to walk in. They want to get that percentage up.
I mean, I think Torb saw that Iron Brew play there and just had the Molten Core all over the place. He was just a little too excited about that. But it's huge to keep him off. It should keep him off for a couple seconds at least.
Nameswolf comes in with the Shatter and is able to fire strike the turret as Dylan gets a bomb onto Flatbed Fred, and Gerbil of War gets the skill orb onto Juice. Gerbil of War popping off, going DPS Moira. Who needs heals when the other team is dead?
And there's another boop on the name's Wolf.
Oh
Iron
my goodness,
Brew.
you can see he's a little frustrated there by that one. I don't blame him, man. The ball's running circles around you and you're on Reinhardt. What are you gonna do?
It's all the balls. You've got Iron Brew playing ball, you've got Gerbil of War throwing balls. I mean, it's just... Are we seeing the new meta?
Oh, Trumpet Jesus with a massive tire around the back, comes from the top to get 2 picks, and then we see the Kitsune Rush coming out, and they're able to get some more picks off of that. They get Gerbil of War going down from Flatbed Fred. They're able to get a team kill with that quick combination and recap the point at 91%. They're working their way up to 60.
I do like this switch. When all else fails, go with Science. Science can protect you.
Yes, we do see the Sigma switch coming out here for the Nameswolf. As we see Iron Brew up top trying to get possession of that high ground.
There goes the Torb turret. Oh, poor Torb.
Oh, a double kill on the high noon from Juice. The Coalescence comes out from Flatbed Fred, and they are able to push their way onto point, but they have pushed their way back onto point, I should say, but Iron Brew is doing his best to get them off and cap that point back. They do.
Wow.
But only for a moment, as Guardians of the Gritty do take the point back, and we now are in last fight territory. If you win this one, you win the point.
Oh, here comes the core.
Heroics throwing in the core immediately, but are they going to be able to touch? Dylan's able to get on point, but immediately takes a rock to the face. Arrow goes down quickly. They're just triple teaming them. They don't have the numbers. Trumpet Jesus is going to throw the tire onto Iron Brew, and they will clean that up as the overtime wick expires. It will be map 1 to Guardians of the Gritty.
Again, we saw it. 100 to 99. That was just probably one of the best holds I've seen this season. Oh, Juice is Cassidy here. It's got to be when he got that 2K on High Noon right here. Because he knocked D's Dylan off of his ult. He was visored, so that's a huge, huge play.
Oh, and he gets the magnetic grenade kill on the Torbjorn at the end, and man, yeah, what a play from Juice there. And what a game, what a map 1. I think we're in for a treat today.
This is great, especially considering Guardians of the Gritty, they have to be tired. They played last night. They have to be, and this is the first of 2 games again for Guardians of the Gritty. I know back-to-backs can kind of hurt, so that's, it'll be interesting. Speaking of back-to-backs, I was here yesterday, and we talked about Twitch Prime. Please, we need your subs. We need them. At this point, I'm not getting paid anything. I'm running low on beer. We need these sponsors. We need these subs. Please. If you enjoy what you're watching today, please sub. Please.
Indeed, and if you haven't already, or if you didn't already know, you can sub for free using Amazon Prime.
Oh, yes. Amazon Prime, or I'll kill you. Or not kill you, kiss you.
Welcome, Trumpet Jesus.
Iron Brew is going to be tank. Foxham and Heroic on DPS. Support is Gerbil and Arrow. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Well, it looks like a D's Dylan is being subbed out for a Heroic for Taoist Dojo. Should be interesting.
Wait, what did he say? He said Foxham was going in for Heroic or Dylan?
Dylan. So,
okay.
Yeah, Iron Brew, Foxham, Heroic, Gerbil of War, and Arrow. It'll be interesting.
Right.
I'm ready for it. Do we see the Hanzo immediately?
A push type selected.
Let's see.
So they are selecting the push map, so we'll see which one is selected by the other team, as we do have Bangin' My Drums coming out, and we have Fanto going in on the support position.
It's weird, we're seeing both captains take a game off. It's a bold strategy. It didn't fare so well for Dallas Dojo, so let's see if it fares a little better for Guardians of the Gritty here.
And we are just waiting on our map selection from Dallas Dojo.
At this rate, shouldn't it? Are they using ChatGPT to decide which push map they want to use? I kind of want to know what ChatGPT would say, for which push map they need to play.
Go ahead and type the options in chat and go ahead and butcher the spelling on all of them. So I apologize for anyone who sees that. Anubis, good meme.
Yep.
Unfortunately, 2CP is no longer an option.
I feel like we're gonna see new Queen Street, right? That's what I'm guessing. That's my expert, not expert opinion. Oh.
All right, so we will have new Queen Street.
Oh, man, this is going well for us today. But new queens,
So
it'll
you
be interesting to
called it.
see. I've seen Fox M play a mean Hanzo here, so I think we're gonna see it at some point in time. Let's see. Let's get loaded up and let's have another game.
All right, I'm gonna get ours from the captains, and then we will load up. There's one. There's some commentary on New Queen Street from Flatbed Fred, and there's two. We are ready to go.
Traveling to New Queen Street. And
Here we go. I always do enjoy that we get this nice view of this giant hockey player whenever we load in.
Indeed, yeah, this is a great statue pick. Everyone
Let's-
loves hockey, right?
I don't right now, because your Dallas Stars took a loss in double overtime last night. It was pretty rough. We'll see. They play again Wednesday, which is also when we play. You can catch your casters tomorrow playing and hopefully winning. The Cooking Boys will be going against Dallas Dojo, so tune in to see what happens.
That's right.
now it
Dallas
looks like we've
Dojo
got-
have some back-to-back games this week. They're putting in the work.
They're putting in the work, and so are we. We're only casting this game to do some scouting, realistically. So we're taking all of our notes and seeing what we can come up with. And right now, it's just a picture of Dylan, and it says "No play ball." So that's all I got so far.
All right, it does look like we have Iron Brew up on the ball again. Fox M and Heroic on DPS. Fox M looking at the Tracer, Heroic on Echo, so some changes there. Gerbil of War still playing the Moira and Arrow on Zenyatta this time. First time we've seen that this map. On the other side, Names Wolf on Diva, Trumpet Jesus on May, Juice on Cassidy, Flatbed Fred on Ana, and Fanto coming in on Brigida. Our first pick goes over to Arrow on the Zenyatta, hitting Trumpet Jesus in the head as Iron Brew jumps on in to try to make some space, and Names Wolf is going to be demeched by Fox M. Juice is able to pick off Iron Brew, but Gerbil of War smacks right back against the Names Wolf. Fanto able to smack down Heroic on the Echo. Don't see a lot of Brig on Echo kills, but there's one for you.
I'm just
Flatbed
waiting to
Fred
see-
trying to hold off the supports here on as Gerbil of War is looking to move that robot just a little bit further.
I just don't know how this matchup's gonna go with Fanto going into Fox M, because usually Brigitte definitely wins against Tracer, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're able to get some value off that as the sleep goes on to Iron Brew, and he is booped towards the edge, but not quite over. Oh, the pulse bomb very early and gets right onto Juice, but Names Wolf has taken out Arrow, and another kill onto Gerbil of War, so Dallas Dojo has no supports right now, and Fanto has gone into the new Brig ult with that massive shield and is going to take out Iron Brew.
Rally 2.0 is probably one of the best, I think it's the best buff that was given in this patch, because it's a Reinhardt shield that essentially your support carries around. So.
It's definitely a fun one. I think Briggs a fun support to play, and I think they just made her more fun. So I'm all for it. Oh. All right, we see Fox Sim coming around the front here this time as Iron Brew jumps in. He's going to try to jump on Flatbed Fred, but he's not able to get out. Flatbed Fred keeps himself up with the grenade, but Iron Brew is not giving up. They're pushing them back, and the Heroic is able to get a pick onto Fanto on Echo, and oh, the supports are down. The supports are down. Guardians of the Gritty are left with no healing, but Juice is able to get a pick onto Fox M. Names Wolf's going to follow up with a pick on Heroic, and somehow, without any supports, they're still managing to hold their ground. Juice goes down to Gerbil of War, and it's Iron Brew in the back, now forcing Names Wolf to retreat or be demeched. And be demeched he will.
That sustain with that ball, it's just, you know, you can keep yourself up. You don't need supports when you have ball.
Yeah, he's got the mobility, he's got the damage, he's got the crowd control. If you know what you're doing on ball, he can be a threat to any team. I don't know if anyone watched the Pro-Am that recently went on, the Overwatch tournament, but there was a number of ball players playing at the professional level, so this guy is definitely viable. As we see the Blizzard coming out from Trumpet Jesus, he's going to try to lock down that point and force Dallas Dojo off. They will go back, but Heroic and Gerbil of War are going to go down as the rest of Dallas Dojo retreat. And Fanto and Flatbed Fred on support will just move that robot back to the midpoint and try to get it moving in their direction.
Again, they're still not able to bring the ball down. He gets out almost scot-free. We've got a 91% ult charge. We're about to see mines dropped again. It's just going to be really hard for them to sustain this push.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of alts coming up. 2 support alts for Guardians of the Gritty and 2 DPS alts for Dallas Dojo. So we'll see who's able to get more value out of theirs. It looks like here comes the Ana copy. Oh my goodness. A stick onto Juice from Fox M, and Arrow's able to dome Trumpet Jesus. Fanto pulls out the Brig ult, but it is going to be too little too late as Dallas Dojo take back the robot.
And now, especially with Ball Tracer, they're on them almost right on their spawn.
Yeah, you can see that they took that back literally 0.2 meters before taking the lead, so that couldn't have come at a better time for them. Now Names Wolf's going to jump onto point, but he's getting shot by 3 players at once. Is he going to be able to get out of there? Oh, he's using his bomb to zone them off the point. He's able to get Heroic as the rest of his team is now moving in to work on Iron Brew. He's going to run out. Juice uses the full high noon right into his face as Arrow does end up taking out Juice, but it looks like without a tank, Dallas Dojo is going to have to back up.
I think it's counterintuitive because you want to ignore the ball, but it looks like Dallas Dojo goes as ball does. So maybe you have to put some resources into taking him down here.
And that time they did a great job. They were able to knock him off the point. They were able to get him into a corner and pump some DPS into him. So well played from Guardians of the Gritty there. But Dallas Dojo's right back on the attack. A great sleep onto Fox M. He is able to get out as Heroic goes and takes out Flatbed Fred. But Fanto, another kill onto Heroic. But Fox M trades right back, and Names Wolf gonna take out Gerbil. It's just trade after trade. But Names Wolf is able to get the kill onto Arrow, and that means that they are up in this fight, and they can try to move this robot, but they don't have their mech on Names Wolf, so it's gonna be tough to take this space with Iron Brew lurking around the corner there.
He's already there, and he's just waiting. He's waiting for one of them to step up. But I think they have enough to try to get on there now.
Yeah, you can see Names Wolf spamming their blaster to just try to get that ult charge so they can get their mech back. As Trumpet Jesus does find a pick onto Fox. Heroic's looking for an answer, but Trumpet Jesus is going to find him too. Some great picks coming out from Trumpet Jesus there. The ult from Iron Brew does not find anyone, but it is going to keep Guardians of the Gritty off of that robot for just a moment, as Trumpet Jesus is on a tear right now. He pops the visor and is running around like a madman trying to get this ball.
We're in the lead.
Now, those were some huge picks there. Support's going down again, and we're seeing we've got ult on Diva and we've got Rally. This should be able to win a fight here, although there is Coalescence over on Dallas Dojo, so And we've seen Gerbil of War get huge value out of that in the past couple games, so it'll be interesting to see how he utilizes it here.
Yeah, and in a very important note, it looks like Guardians of the Gritty have captured the forward spawn point, which means that when they die, they're going to be able to contest so much quicker. It's a huge advantage at this point in the game, especially when there are only 3 minutes left. Trumpet Jesus is taking a lot of damage, but his supports are able to keep him up as Names Wolf sends the bomb in. No dice, but Juice does find Heroic, and Flatbed Fred pops the Coalescence to take out Fox M. Juice takes out Iron Brew. Trumpet Jesus takes out Arrow. Phanto takes out Gerbil, and the whole team's getting involved.
They hit all of their ults at once and it worked, but this will be a huge pick if they can get it on Heroic.
Whoa, wow. Yeah, they're able to stagger them and they just get free distance on this push. Gerbil of War does have the Coalescence up when they get this next fight going, so they might be able to get something going with that. Here it comes right away. Iron Brew's going to try to face tank, and as Gerbil of War just sprays their backline, Names Wolf is able to dive and get Fox M though, but he gives up his mech for it. Iron Brew's pushing back. They're able to take a little bit more space, but Guardians of the Gritty are not going down easily, although a nice anti-grenade from Arrow, combination with the Orisa ult from Iron Brew. Oh, they're able to get 2 with that. That's huge. What a massive ult from Iron Brew, and then picks from Fox M and Gerbil of War to follow up on it.
And then we've already seen 2 more ults. We're gonna have Fox M, who did switch to the Hanzo. We saw it today. It took only a couple minutes, and we've seen it. So we've got Dragon and we've got Nano. Nano Horse is a force to be reckoned with. So I assume we'll see this in our next fight.
We also have Phanto switching over here to the Kiriko, trying to cleanse some of those grenades that Arrow's been sending their way. Heroic's able to get an early pick onto Trumpet Jesus with the grenade, and Iron Brew is running as Fox M launches the dragons to where Guardians of the Gritty want to hold, and Names Wolf is forced out of his mech by Heroic, Iron Brew, and Arrow. Oh! Trumpet Jesus is slept out of his sights, but is woken up, but only able to get 1 pick with the visor. That's a great sleep from Arrow there.
And here we go, we've got Terror Surge on Iron Brew. That was huge last fight. He was able to get 2. This should mean that they might get close to tying this up here.
It looks like Guardians of the Gritty want to get at least 1 more contest in before they're able to tie that up. Name Wolf comes down from the high ground, and Juice pops High Noon in the back and is able to take out 2. Flatbed Fred follows up on Iron Brew as Heroic picks off Juice, but it looks like Flatbed Fred is just cleaning up on the Moira with a little help from Phanto there, and they're going to leave the robot here. You see that they are making it harder for them to get back and get the spawn. Arrow does come back, only to be met with the Names Wolf's bomb, and Trumpet Jesus takes out the support. So this should be an easy cleanup with no supports for Guardians of the Gritty. But Iron Brew doesn't want to make it easy. Unfortunately, numbers win wars. And that will be map 2 going to Guardians of the Gritty.
Man, again, we saw it. It's another close one. These games are really just too close to call. Trumpet Jesus on Soldier.
Definitely. I think that's one that could have gone either way, especially with that last push that Dallas Dojo was able to get off at the end. Oh, Trumpet Jesus just... Oh, the blind... Oh, ouch. Gets Fox M with the blind shot through his own tank. Gets
I was
the
waiting.
Emote spray off. Ooh.
I was waiting for a Fox M moment there, though. That's the moment you doubt him, and it's 4 versus 1. He gets 4 headshots with Hanzo. That's just how that man plays that game. So I was waiting for it, but I guess if you're a Guardians of the Gritty fan, you didn't see it. But if you're a Dallas Dojo, that's what you wanted to see this game. So where are we going now? What is Dallas Dojo going to pick here?
Let's see. First, we're going to have to do a map type. So we'll see if we're going on to Escort or Hybrid.
Here we go. Again, what do we think in the chat? Where are we going? Someone take me on a journey of what map we're going to go to. So we need to. And then while we're here, a word from our sponsors. Today's stream is sponsored in part by Revolver Brewing Company. Revolver Brewing, they make blood and honey. It's delicious. Again, please sponsor us. And then Gerbil of War in the chat saying that he hates push. That is fair. Bang on my
Right.
drum says Escorte. I'm not familiar with that.
Having an escort map. So let me enter in their options for them.
Let's see. We probably took this much time last time. There's enough time for you to grab a beer, grab a beverage, get a snack, text a loved one, you know. There's a little bit of time before we get back to the action. Route 66.
Oh, that was me entering in
Yeah.
the last choice because I was a silly goose and sent it before I had all the options in.
Order 66 from Gerbil of War. I don't know if we can order that one. Hopefully no one brought their younglings in the chat. I hope not. Looks like there's some confusion in the chat on the map pool.
Oh, I may have entered in one too many maps.
We've given them too many choices. They're running the calculations. Chat GPT is overthinking it right now.
So the actual options are Shambali, Circuit, Royale, and Rialto. Thank you, Banging My Drums, for knowing things, since new guys like me do not know things.
That's fair. I'm just here. That's why I'm not running the lobby, so I won't embarrass myself. But I've embarrassed myself a couple times. I called this Dota 2 yesterday.
That is a game I have not played in a hot minute.
That is a game that you shouldn't play ever. I didn't recommend it to anybody that is watching. It is a game that you will hate yourself, you will hate others, you will hate your friends. It's just not good. Oh, looks like FoxM has picked Rialto. And then I haven't heard if we have any subs. Oh, it looks like there are subs. Looks like Bang on My Drums is back.
Banging on My Drums is in for Trumpet Jesus. Alright, we have Rialto.
Yes. Tank, Iron Brew, DPS, FoxM, Heroic.
Gerbil of War and Arrow on support.
Support
Or
Dylan and Arrow.
Okay, Dylan and Arrow.
Ah, D's Dylan. And yes, it is named after what you think it is, because that is Dylan.
Alright, and then I'm going to make sure you can only spectate the red team now that you're on red side. And Gerbil can only spectate the blue team. So that I don't accidentally give the other team information. Alright, so we got R from one captain. Just waiting. One more R from our captains, and then we are good to go on map number 3.
Well, it looks like in the chat we have a Gerbil of War fan, Jayhawk280, saying no, not my Gerbil. I guess you can reach out to @FoxM about that one. You could probably talk to him after the game about that sub.
All right, we will be starting map 3 in Rialto. I'm excited to see what they're able to do on this map. There's some interesting terrain to work with. There's the bridge. Everyone loves the bridge. Can we get an over-under on people in the drink?
I'm gonna go 3. We're gonna get 3 here. Especially
right,
because
chat. You got the over or the under.
I like watching desperate teams. Because down 2-0, pick your best hero. You don't need to worry about next level strategy. You just pick your comfort heroes and do what you do best. So it's always fun to watch. Name's Wolf playing Doomfist here. Bang on my drums. And we've got a Sombra. That's... I'm sick just watching that. I don't know if I would want to play into that if I was playing right now. Oh, I think my name's Wolf heard me. I think he's just changing tanks just to mess with us. He's probably watching the stream.
He's baiting you. Yeah, he's baiting you into calling out
I
the
feel like I
changes.
kind of want to tell him, be like, bet you won't play ball. Because I would love to see that. Oh,
We see the ball matchup, but we do have Iron Brew on Orisa this time, so a little bit of a switch. Fox M on the Hanzo, Heroic on Soldier, Dylan on Zenyatta, and Arrow on Ana. Names Wolf coming out on the Diva again, banging my drums like you said on Sombra, Juice on the Cassidy, Flatbed Fred on the Ana as well, and Fanto on Zenyatta. So we've got a support mirror here, and then everything else is totally different. So we'll see how this works out. As we see Guardians of the Gritty are able to push around this first corner relatively uncontested, but now that they've reached it, Iron Brew's going to step out and say no further. As Juice tries to come up from an off angle and Names Wolf is going to try to get behind them, they're able to anti-nade on Iron Brew, but he's able to stand tall. The supports are throwing a lot of resources as Dylan takes out Juice, and Flatbed Fred and Fanto also go down. Names Wolf is down, and that will be first fight over to Dallas Dojo. They're going to hold it at this first corner, and it looks like they want to keep playing here.
It does. I like this comp that we're seeing from Dallas Dojo. It's just hard to push into Orisa. She just holds corners so well.
Yeah, as we see, they're trying to do a little spam. As we see the Junkrat coming out from banging my drums, they're trying to break through that defensive positioning they have. And they are able, it looks, at least to get them to back around the corner for a little bit, but we see that Discord orb on the Names Wolf. He's taking a lot of damage, but Fanto on the Baptiste and Flatbed Fred on the Ana able to keep him up as they move around the second corner. But now Names Wolf's been cut off from the rest of his team, and he's going to have to fly all the way around as Iron Brew just walks on him. And Iron Brew's going to throw out the Terra Surge, and a great Immortality Field from Fanto keeps them from dying, but Banging My Drums will go down to Fox M just after.
And then Baby getting a pick at the last second on Fox M. Gonna hurt, and I think we missed it during it. We had Nano Fox M. He was nanoed, but they didn't get much value out of it. But the moment it ended, he was able to get a pick on Fanto.
Sometimes that's the way it goes, isn't it?
That's life here. But let's see, they put a little progress, but again, we've given Orisa a corner. Oh, here's Dragon.
Foxen's gonna throw the Dragon, and the Immortality Field is forced out from Fanto as Iron Brew's gonna walk right up. The Nano comes out onto Names Wolf. He's gonna run right in and use the bomb on point to flush out the supports and get a little bit more room. We hear Heroic popping the visor in the back, and it's gonna run out and take out Fanto with some help from Iron Brew, and Iron Brew's also going to be able to finish off Flatbed Fred. So there's both supports down for Guardians of the Gritty, and Juice and the Names Wolf following shortly after. So a little bit of progress, but
does that count as a
someone in the drink?
No, so Diva Baby died, and then she was punched as she was falling, and in my animation she had fall in the water. I don't know if that counts because she was already dead, but
I don't know, chat. What do you think? Does it count? Is that one in the drink?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, we see.
Got Tire. I think this will be what captures them the point. If Bang on My Drums, and immediately he dies. So.
Oh my goodness, Arrow and Fox M combining to get Bang on My Drum and Flatbed Fred, but Juice does take out Heroic. Iron Brew's gonna take out the Names Wolf, and it does not look like Guardians of the Gritty are going to be able to make any progress on this fight, and they've only got 15 seconds left, so I don't know if they're going to be able to make it back in time to get a fight for this push.
You might get a Diva touch here, but
it's going to be close. I don't know if they're going to be able to trigger overtime. You see Names Wolf diving in. He is able to trigger the overtime wick. Heroic does take him out immediately, and the ults are just pouring out from Dallas Dojo to make sure that Guardians of the Gritty are not able to get in, and Guardians of the Gritty will fall. And that is round one. A great hold from Dallas Dojo.
I think it's what we talked about. Comfort heroes. Just, you don't have to worry about anything. You have nothing to lose. So just go out, play what heroes you play best, and we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if Iron Brew adjusts and plays something a little less defensive here. Since they're attacking, because Orisa's great at holding corners, but I don't want to push Orisa into Diva here. So we'll see what kind of adjustments we're going to get. I think Fox M still plays Hanzo, got great value on it. I wonder if the name's Wolf switches to like a Reinhardt here and just tries to man fight whatever Iron Brew comes up with. But it'll be interesting to see. Oh, well, I was wrong. Sometimes looks like Iron Brew's still playing Orisa, but this name's Wolf did also pick Orisa, so bang on my drums, bringing out the Bastion. That's gonna be tough for them. And Fanto, so it looks like we're gonna playing Mercy. Looks like we're gonna get a pocketed robot for most of the day. That's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, we got 2 robots to pocket, so could be either one.
Oh yeah, and then Juice, you've got a cowboy, so realistically, Fanto can pocket any of them, and it'll be fine. The real Giga Chad move would be to pocket Flatbread Fred, and just have a damage.
DPS Ana, I'm
Yeah.
sure he would love to do that.
That would be the Giga Chad move, but I doubt we'll see that.
So we do see Guardians of the Gritty holding in a similar place to where we saw Dallas Dojo holding last time, and they've got the Bastion going turret mode to just hold them back and melt down that Orisa. But Iron Brew's using his cooldowns well. He's able to move up to that point, and Names Wolf takes a purple and is going to have to give up some space here, as well as the Discord. They're just bullying that tank around. And Banging My Drums goes down, so does Juice. That is going to be a fight win for Dallas Dojo. They're just kind of rolling here. I mean, after dropping 2 maps, I will say I didn't expect them to kind of come out and just dominate in this way in map 3.
Oh, here's Ball.
I was gonna say they're able to trigger to get another touch, so it's not necessarily over just yet, but a couple of picks for Juice might be enough for them to get another breath here in this match. We got Flatbed Fred, Fanto, and oh my gosh, they're just dancing around the point, trying to stall it as long as they can, and Names Wolf is able to come back, but Iron Brew is here as well, and so they're just gonna be stalling at this point, 2v2, and now Juice comes back to make it a 3v2. Dylan is back as well, a 3v3. Oh, the Orisa ult comes out, but is instantly canceled by Juice's magnetic grenade, and Fanto is able to finish off Dylan on the Zenyatta, which means they are going to have another chance. So maybe it's not as dominant as I suspected, but still a very short way to go for Dallas Dojo on this push.
I think the Overwatch gods there knew that this series had been way too close to let it just happen like that.
Can't let them 3-0, right?
No.
The visor coming out from Heroic. He is able to get Fanto, and he's looking for Flatbed Fred. Is able to get it, but Banging My Drums answers with but Heroic is backcapping the point. Oh, Names Wolf gets there just in the nick of time and throws bombs on point to stop them from capping, but they are able to unfortunately not able to keep them off for long, as Dallas Dojo will move on to the point and take their first map in this match as we move to 2-1.
Play of the game.
Yep, there it is. Fox M as Hanzo.
Let's see, using this great spot where you can get a really long sight line there relatively safely, able to cancel the res. Oh, a disgusting play from Fox M there.
I feel like the key there was Bang My Drums was using a little bit of an outdated Bastion skin. It's not Christmas anymore. You know, I think it's time to retire the gingerbread man. It's cute, get it, but
it's a good point. Out of season skins do lose games.
I think it's also like it's just the RNG, right? Like if you didn't buy the battle pass to unlock the new Bastion skin, like the RNG just doesn't work, because obviously the more money you put into Overwatch, the better you are. I've spent $0 and I'm bronze 3. I think that, shows that if I had put in, maybe a 20, I could probably be Grandmaster, because I think that's how this game works.
Yeah, definitely. The more money you pay to Blizzard, the higher your rank goes up. But definitely true. Definitely.
But it's a small indie company. So they, speaking of small indie companies, your PMA Overwatch League, we aren't very big. We're indie enough. So we deserve your money. Don't give it to Blizzard. Don't give it to Jeff Bezos. Don't give it to anybody. Give it to us, because we deserve it and we're worth it. Let's see. Did we get a map type here? Oh, we did.
So we are going to a hybrid map because control is reserved for map 5 if we need it. So our last choice is hybrid. The options are Blizzard World, Numbani, and Midtown. It looks like, to wrap up something from the last match, we had an over-under of 3 for players in the drink. And according to Jayhawk280, the diva jumping in the drink did count, so we had a 1 on that.
So I guess it really didn't matter if it counted or not because he was gonna lose the bet regardless.
Tank is Heroic. DPS is Foxem and Iron Brew. Support is Arrow and Gerbil. Also, subscribe with Twitch Prime, or I'll steal your toes.
But how am I supposed to make money off of feet pics if you steal my toes?
That's you better subscribe.
You're literally taking away my only source of income.
Sorry, dude, that sucks. You better subscribe.
Yeah. Please, I
I'm a
need to
pop-
keep my toes.
I'm gonna pop. No, that's it's up to you, man. You just gotta subscribe. I'm just gonna pop your toes. Pop them right out.
Ugh. So please subscribe. I like my toes. My subscriber likes his toes because I think I really just only have one. But Heroic on Tank, I think everybody in the chat knows what this means. It means we're gonna see Doomfist. The phrase one trick has been thrown out. The phrase legend of the fist has been thrown out. But Heroic does play a mean Doomfist. So it'll be interesting to see. And that's Jayhawk280 with another prediction. I think a Doomfist is coming out. Oh yeah. And are they having questions about subs in the chat?
Yeah, so we are looking at some subs. It looks like Fox M might want to make a sub after learning the map. And it looks like we are going to King's Row.
So Fox M used to say, when we pick King's Row, we play Reinhardt. And as we stated earlier, Heroic does play Doomfist. Really well. Like there's no hate on Heroic's Doomfist. It is really good. But that is his hero when he plays at the tank position. But again, desperate teams pull out the fun stuff. Which hopefully means we'll get to see Iron Brew play something silly like May. Or they're just going to swap everyone out again.
Foxem is actually swapping with Heroic. Heroic is out.
Okay, hold up.
Heroic.
Stay here for a second.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Fox M onto tank, Heroic
Yes.
onto DPS, or is
And-
Dylan onto DPS?
Heroic and Dylan are on DPS.
All right,
Gerbil
Iron
and
Brew is
Arrow.
out.
Yes.
Okay.
Gerbil
Thank
and
you,
Arrow.
Michael.
You're welcome. Kisses.
So, take
Alright.
back everything I said about Heroic playing Doomfist. I guarantee it. I will eat a sandwich on stream. You heard it here first. If Fox M does not play Reinhardt here. Because, as it said, it's his quote. When you pick Kings, you pick Reinhardt. I think we might have subbed the wrong Dylan in. Because there's two Dylans. Heroic telling us we need to learn how to read. I would remind him that we were elected to lead, not to read.
All right.
What did I do wrong?
Brew is now going to be in for Dylan.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I,
Is this all right?
I'm gonna yell at Maxwell. Yes.
Yeah, can we tell them that if they make one more change, they're the ones that are getting their toes ripped off, not us?
Yes, I will go tell him.
Perfect. Yeah. Don't worry, it
Alright.
gets confusing in that Discord with two Dylans.
All right, everyone is ready. We are all in our spots. We are starting this game.
Now entering initiating match.
Let's see, I'm just waiting for my prediction to come to fruition. I'm just waiting.
Looks
These
like
15
Jayhawk
seconds.
in the chat is thinks it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna see the Doomfist.
It's still the Doomfist? I mean, either way, I feel like the chat wins because if I'm right, everyone knows that we are the elite casting duo, and if I'm wrong, I get to eat a sandwich.
Well,
But it
looks
looks like
The Rhine duel on King's Row. Tale as old as time.
It is. I watched the names Wolf play a great Reinhardt yesterday, but I've seen Fox M play a great. I don't know who to give the edge to here. Both tanks are incredibly good at those heroes. I think it's gonna come down to the DPS play here.
Yeah, see who can break down that shield fastest. Speaking of which, we've got Trumpet Jesus on the Junkrat with a ton of shield break. Juice on the Cassidy, Flatbed Fred on Ana, and Banging My Drums wrapping it up on Kiriko. Fox M mirroring the Rhine. We see Heroic on Soldier, Iron Brew on the May, Gerbil of War on Zenyatta, and Arrow on Ana. So, as we get started here, it looks like Iron Brew's going to run in and put a wall right onto point. And Fox M's going to move in behind it as we see Dallas Dojo trying to get some space and move into that back area. And now they've got Arrow and Gerbil of War free firing, but Trumpet Jesus finds Iron Brew and Juice finds Heroic asleep onto Fox M, is going to push them back off the point as Juice goes down to Gerbil of War. And Fox M runs in to be blown up by Trumpet Jesus.
And then it looks like first round of Rhine v Rhine goes to My Name's Wolf.
Indeed, we see Dallas Dojo getting a quick reset off here as their Rhine charges in. They're going to wait out some of that spam damage before coming through the wall. And then another, same strategy, they're going to throw the May wall on point and use that as cover to move their team in. They're able to pick off Juice, and we got a Rhine duel in the back corner there, but Fox M is going to take this one as Trumpet Jesus throws out the tire, but it doesn't look like they're able to get any value from that one. Trumpet Jesus will take out Iron Brew, but Fox M is going to take out Banging My Drums right before Heroic takes down, oh my goodness, a very aggressive shatter from Fox M to take out Juice.
Fox M, that man had a family. I don't know why you had to do that, but they capped, so...
What are you gonna do? As now we see Iron Brew trying to trap the Name's Wolf in for overextending, but not able to get enough DPS on him to break through that shield and pick him off for a stagger. And now the shatter from the Name's Wolf, and he's gonna fire strike through the backline and take out Heroic. Trumpet Jesus will get Iron Brew, and the Name's Wolf will get another kill onto Fox M and Gerbil of War on the Zenyatta. So he just, man, you nano that Rhine and he does so much damage.
I think that's why we're gonna see Ana on both ends, is just to nano the Rhine. You don't need Ana to do anything else. Just nano him every minute or so.
Well, we see a nice combo from Iron Brew to pull out the wall and the ult, but Name's Wolf is able to outplay and comes up with the kill. Fox M takes out Banging My Drums. Arrow is able to get the Name's Wolf and Juice, while Zenyatta is in the Transcendence to make sure that they are not taking any picks in return, and Guardians of the Gritty will be forced off and back to their spawn.
And if I've known anything about Dallas Dojo, they're going to play this so aggressive and just play up here. They're going to try to keep them inside of this tunnel hallway. As they should.
See playing very aggressively. Iron Brew there, using the wall and throwing out some damage just to try to discourage them from contesting this, but the Name's Wolf isn't going to take it. He's bullying his way onto point, blocks the shatter entirely. Iron Brew's able to take out Trumpet Jesus' tire, which means he gets nothing from that, and the nano shatter onto Fox M, and he is running. We also see Heroic popping the visor to take out Trumpet Jesus, and they're just going to be able to walk this nicely into point with Arrow, escorting that payload and healing up the Rhine all at once.
I just haven't seen two shatters essentially just negate themselves. You had the shatter blocked by the shield, and then the other shatter was blocked by the nano. So, but here we go, Trumpet Jesus on Bastion. That is a tale as old as time. How to burn Rhine shield? Bastion.
Now we'll see if he's able to get in position and get some value out of that. He is. He's hiding behind Names Wolf. He's making sure that they can't walk around that corner freely. But now that that is down, you see Fox M is wanting to go up, but he gets slept and charged. And Names Wolf has the nano, and he's running in, but he's frozen by the May ultimate and is taken out. It's a 2-for-1 for the side of Guardians of the Gritty, so they are going to be able to take the corner, but Trumpet Jesus goes down immediately to Iron Brew, who is nanoed, and they're just going to walk onto the point and take it. Who needs a tank? You've got a nanoed May.
And there's Fox M essentially playing in their spawn. I mean, why not? Keep them in there, cap the point, move on.
I mean, I think we are seeing some...
What a wall! Oh, man.
Wow. That is some high-quality Rhine play from Fox M right there. He kind of controlled the whole map. And, I mean, you know, credit to the rest of his team. They were keeping him up well. He was able to play aggressively. And credit to the Names Wolf. They were challenging him on every corner, but, man, that's tough to deal with.
I think from Dallas Dojo, we've seen their secret strategy that is now no longer secret. It's Fox M on the Rhine, it's Iron Brew on the May. Those walls just right at the end there, right during it to move the Reinhardt in, like that's just, that's their good old, you know, they might have shown their strategy a little too much, but that's going to be pretty unstoppable moving forward. But again, I think we're just going to see the exact same lineups here, right? We're going to see Rhine v Rhine. Oh, Trumpet Jesus is playing May, so maybe we'll see the same thing on the other side this time.
Indeed, we are seeing the Mirror Mays and Mirror Rhines again. We did see Fox M asking for the Rhine duel in chat, and it looks like Names Wolf is going to oblige.
As well, it looks like there's some things going on in the chat. But Heroic saying good luck, have fun. That's what we're gonna focus on here because we are at the end of the day, we're here for fun with friends.
Fun with friends is all I know.
Well, let's see. Rhine and May against Rhine and May.
May the best duo win as we see Fox M holding up that shield, trying to let Heroic get a little pick and charge up his all as Trumpet Jesus tries to pick through as well and gets right up on and is almost able to get the pin against, but Flatbed Fred is able to finish off 2 right away on the Ana, getting those last hits with the tick damage. Trumpet Jesus takes out Gerbil of War right after he takes out Juice, but that looks like it's going to be an easy first point cap for Guardians of the Gritty.
Yes, that's one way to do it. That is, you think you're here for Reinhardt versus Rhine, but it's really Ana versus Reinhardt. That's the matchup we're here for.
Yes, and we can see the Names Wolf taking that aggressive positioning as well, but Fox M's gonna come in and gets a touch right before they're able to cap, but it is not going to stop them for long as they are able to take out Fox M, Iron Brew, and then they're able to pick off Arrow as well and Gerbil of War, so they're able to stagger those supports a little bit, so they should be able to take this first corner.
And Bang on My Drums
easily.
getting a 2K there. Are supports carrying for Guardians of the Gritty this game?
We saw a 2K from Flatbed and a 2K from Banging My Drums, so I don't know, you tell me.
This is I mean, as a support player, that's what I want to see, them getting recognized. So great support play coming out from Guardians of the Gritty.
Yeah, more power to them. We see Shaka Khan in chat saying that we are having scare quotes fun with scare quotes friend. That's fair. That's fair. Overwatch is sometimes fun and sometimes scare quotes fun.
I feel like it's too early to be mad at your friends yet.
Oh, Iron Brew on the flank with Bastion is able to take out 2. And Fox M comes in from the front to shatter, and they are just going to get wiped. You can see that at the end of that fight, they just stand still and take it. They do not think they're going to be able to win that one. That was a great combination from Dallas Dojo.
Every time we doubt them and we see something from Guardians of the Gritty, they just pull another hero from a hat. It's like, well, we'll put Iron Brew on Bastion. This'll work well.
Yeah, Yeah, they saw the Bastion pick in last swap and said, let's show you how it's done, but maybe not, as Juice is able to get a pick onto Iron Brew early, which means Names Wolf is going to be able to walk up on this relatively uncontested, throws the Shatter, and it does get partially blocked, but Heroic is able to, or Heroic goes down to the Magnetic Grenade, and Fox M goes down to the Fire Strike, and that it will be another team wipe for Guardians of the Gritty.
Looks like Trumpet Jesus was just like, oh, you want to play Mei? Just like, I'm going to show you how to play Mei. And just kind of 3k there.
Yeah, some great plays coming out from both sides in this match. Like we said, it's been very closely matched all along. Fox M goes down quickly to the charge from the the Names Wolf. Banging My Drums is able to take out Heroic, and Juice lands a headshot onto Gerbil of War before Iron Brew is chased off the side by the Names Wolf, and they're gonna fall back a little bit and keep pushing that payload.
Looks like we've seen the end of the Rhine v Rhine duel. I do like the Ramatra switch here from Fox M. Every swap from Dallas Dojo has been good, so I don't expect this to be any less.
Yeah, if they're able to get some value, obviously that ultimate annihilation extremely valuable in late game situations, as we see the Blizzard come out from Trumpet Jesus and gets Ramatra frozen. Names Wolf is able to take out Gerbil of War by booping him over the edges. Heroic launches the visor. Names Wolf is purpled, but also nanoed. And Banging My Drums is going to keep his team up with the Transcendence, while Names Wolf charges in to take out Fox M. They're trading kills back and forth, but it looks like Guardians of the Gritty are going to be the ones to take this fight, and they look like they're going to be able to pull it right in and get pretty close to that amazing time that was set by Dallas Dojo.
Looks like we got about a 43-second difference, so it'll be interesting. Both, I mean, push Reinhardt, both when they were attacking, worked. Defensive Reinhardt, not so much. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams adjust when they do have to play that defense. I do like the Ramatra pick. It might have been nice to see it a little earlier. But again, I know how it is it's that thing of if you switch, you're giving up, right? You challenge someone, you want to take it to them, but also it's, hey, you know, we got to do that. So we're in for it.
Want to win the game, right?
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes by being too big, by making the big brain decision, you end up being the small brain. But we've all been there, a bunch of us, so.
Indeed, and it looks like starting off, we do have the Rhine duel again.
As well, we've got, Iron Brew bringing out the sniper. Bringing out the Widow. Let's see.
Yeah, pretty common strategy here to look for that opening pick from the top window, see if you can get anything there, and if not, just swap it off.
Oh yeah, as a Bronze 5 support player, on this map, I am always killed by the Widow, like 20 seconds into this map. I think it means that Widow is busted. It definitely doesn't say anything about my positioning as a support. I think it just means the hero's busted.
Definitely, no. Positioning is nothing. What?
Yeah.
Anyway, we see Fox M coming out here, staying on that Rhine. He's going to push right in, but is immediately walled off by Trumpet Jesus. And they're going to run in, but he gets a bounce off on the charge and then is able to counter-charge onto Juice and gets an early pick. That really ended up backfiring for them, unfortunately. Fox M's going to now walk onto point, and they're going to see if they can push the Names Wolf back. Iron Brew on the high ground there is able to get a hack onto Trumpet Jesus and force them to back up a little bit, and I think this is going to be a cap for Dallas Dojo unless they're able to make a counterplay. Oh, and they do. They're able to wall off Fox M and pick him off, but Names Wolf goes down to the Sombra.
Just
a bunch of picks coming in for Guardians of the Gritty late, and they're able to hold off that first attack from Dallas Dojo.
I guess it's interesting to see. I guess I wanted to see the Widow, but I guess, you know, why snipe people from above when you can hack them from above?
Yeah, I got a lot of value off that first one, just not able to close out the fight. We see that Rhine's going at it again, swinging back and forth. Another great wall from Trumpet Jesus to allow Names Wolf to slam Heroic into death. Names Wolf will also get Gerbil of War and Fox M. He's on a rampage. Trumpet Jesus finishes off by taking out Arrow. And that is 3 straight fight wins for Guardians of the Gritty. They're looking great on defense this time.
I guess they must have heard that defense wasn't going well for either team, and they're going for it. Here's the Sombra though, huge hack.
Iron Brew doesn't get that hack, but immediately falls. The Blizzard comes out, but FoxM is nano shattering on point. Immediately takes out Banging My Drums. Flatbed Fred in the back there trying to keep his Rhine up as he
And there's the
shatters and
shatter.
gets 2 in return with Juice's help on the high noon, and they will completely hold them unable to cap just 1 tick of capture progress. That is a great hold from Guardians of the Gritty there.
That was just the Rhine duel, the nano, the moment that, like, I feel like he knew instinctively exactly when that nano was going to lay down, and the moment they got up, I feel like the game slowed down for me for a second. As FoxM rose, I feel like he knew he was about to be shattered. We all knew it was happening, but that was intense. That's something. But again, we've seen both teams make great holds here, so I think crazier things have happened. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas Dojo
Ready for
is able to actually pull this out and not get them to make any progress.
Yeah, they're going to have to put up one hell of a defense here, as we do see again FoxM coming out on the Rhine. They're sticking to their guns. Strong men stay strong. Play Rhine till the bitter end. Heroic
go
backing
down-
him up on Soldier, and Iron Brew on the Junkrat. Gerbil of War on Zenyatta, and the classic Ana for the Rhine. No surprise there.
I understand why you put Gerbil on the Zenyatta, but we saw Gerbil play some very high-level Moira earlier. I don't know if you just have him go to something he's super comfortable with. I get why you want the Zenyatta here. You need the orb, but I mean, his Moira was a game changer earlier in the game, so maybe we'll see it come out if times get desperate.
Yeah, we'll see. They're on a very short clock here, with only needing 1.5 ticks just about to take the point. So, oh man, and that's a brutal one. Flatbed Fred is able to get the ante onto FoxM, and Names Wolf finishes him off with the charge. They have no Rhine for this first engagement, but Iron Brew is able to take out Trumpet Jesus, so it's 4-4, and Names Wolf is slept in the back. Flatbed Fred takes out Heroic, but Arrow is able to get Banging My Drums. Iron Brew onto Flatbed Fred, but Names Wolf and Juice are left standing, and they're going to start making some capture progress, but FoxM is back and alone, just trying to make sure that they can't get this, but Juice has too much damage, and
I
it looks
think
like
that's-
this will be game, set, match. Guardians of the Gritty.
Man. But we don't get what we want. We wanted 5 games, but I think we got 4 very exciting games. And we all knew one of the Reinhardts was going to get play of the game here. We knew.
Indeed. We saw some great plays out of both of these players, and honestly, both of these teams had some really good moments. There were some great plays in all of the games, and I had a great time casting it, so this was awesome.
Yeah, people said not fun with friends. I had fun with my friends today. And I think that's the real win. Now talk to me tomorrow after we play Dallas Dojo. Might not be fun with friends, but it'll still be fun.
That's right. Well, from us here at PMA OWL, I want to thank you all for coming out and watching tonight. We had a great time casting, and we will see you next time. From Macho Man, Patty Shep, and Max Michaels, thank you very much.